Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. In IELTS listening part 3, sometimes in multiple choice questions, the options are very long. You try to read the options and then the audio starts and then you don't know how to tackle with multiple choice in IELTS listening part 3. This video is all about that. Watch the video till the end and you will be able to master multiple choice questions in IELTS listening part 3, and usually in part 3 there are 8 to 10 multiple type questions, multiple choice questions actually. So let's take a start. Okay guys, now we've got this section 3, part 3, and we got multiple choice questions 27 and 28, and they are horrible. Okay, look at the options. They are so long. This is so scary, huh? Anyways, let's try to do it. What do the speakers say? All right, they say something about the evidence relating to birth order and academic success. So, birth order and academic success, and speakers, they say something. Now, when you read it, do not read helping verb. So it's basically conflicting evidence about whether older children perform best in intelligence tests. So conflicting evidence, oldest children perform best in intelligence tests. Or there is little doubt, conflicting evidence and little doubt, birth order has less influence academic achievement. So little doubt, conflicting evidence, these are the clue words, right? Then they say some studies have neglected to include important factors. So studies neglected important factors, and that is family size, number of people in the family. That's what we call family size. Clear? Now listen to me. First you need to catch it whether they are talking about conflicting evidence or they are talking about little doubt about birth order, and then you got to decide, and then they will say neglect. Studies have neglected, ignored and all that, and then you got to just find the answers. Okay, so let's just do it. I know it's taking more time because I'm explaining, but when you are going to do it, you will do it faster. So, what was the problem with most of these studies, do you think? Ed says, I think it was because in a lot of cases, data was collected from only one sibling per family who rated him or herself and his or her siblings at the same time. Now Ruth says, some of the old research, now see they are coming to the point, some of the old research into the relationship between birth order and academic achievement has been proved to be accurate. Right? Now what is that? Has been proved to be accurate, though performances in intelligence tests decline slightly from the eldest child to his or her younger. Now see that they say here performances in intelligence tests decline slightly from the eldest child to his or her younger sibling. This has been proved in lots of recent studies. Now this has been proved, and what is A? Conflicting evidence about whether oldest children perform best in intelligence studies? No, they said opposite. There is little doubt that birth order has less influence. They say this has been proved, right, in lots of recent studies. So it isn't B actually. What is the question? What do the speakers say about the evidence? So now evidence relating to birth order is not conflicting. Evidence is not little doubt. Let's see what is that. Yes, although what many of them didn't take into consideration. Whenever they say anything like this, it means the answer is going to come. Although what many of them didn't take into consideration was family size. What is that? Some studies have neglected. Neglected means did not take into consideration. right? They said although what many of them didn't take into consideration, and for that they used neglected, and that was family size. Family size is written here, so C will be the right answer. Again, I tell you why A and B they are wrong. There is conflicting evidence about whether oldest children perform best in intelligence tests. So conflicting evidence. Now what do they say? Some of the old research into the relationship between birth order and academic achievement has been proved to be accurate. So proved to be accurate, though performances in intelligence tests declined slightly, right? So from the eldest child to his or her younger sibling, so it's not conflicting. They said it's proved, and there is little doubt that birth order has less influence on academic achievement. Again, for this they said that there is no doubt about it. They said this has been proved in lots of recent studies. What is that? Performances in intelligence tests decline slightly from the eldest child to his or her younger sibling, right? And then they said this has been proved. When it is proved, then there is no doubt, there isn't conflicting evidence. So that is why C is the right answer. Let's move on. This is complicated, by the way. What does Ruth think is surprising about the difference in oldest children's academic performance? Ruth, you got to listen to Ruth carefully. Surprising, and about what? Difference in the oldest children's academic performance, right? So now some of you say solve a difficult test. Here you go. All right, so what is it all about? Difference in oldest children's academic performance. So what is surprising about it? It is mainly thanks to their roles as teachers for their younger sibling. So thanks to their roles means because of their roles as teachers for their younger sibling, because you know sometimes elder brother teaches younger brother. It's that simple. B, advantages they have only lead to a slightly higher level of achievement. Advantages and slightly higher level of achievement. And C, extra parental attention they receive at a young age makes little difference. Now what's the question? Ruth think is surprising about the difference in oldest children's academic performance. Is it the role as a teacher? Is it the advantage they have to lead to a slightly higher level of achievement? Or is it the extra parental attention? Now please listen to me and then decide what is the answer. The oldest boy might be given more opportunities than his younger sisters. For example, Ed says exactly. Ruth says, but the main reason for the marginally higher academic performance of oldest children is quite surprising. Now, what is surprising? What does Ruth think is surprising? Okay, listen carefully. I think, now you got to be active. I think it is not only that they benefit intellectually from extra attention. I think it is not that they benefit, right, from extra attention. Now what is that? There is option C, extra parental attention. But she said, I think this is not. That's a trap, right? I read it again for you guys. Okay, this, I think it is not only that they benefit intellectually from extra attention. Whenever they use not with any option, it means it's only a trap. So extra parental attention, they said, I think it's not only that they benefit intellectually from extra attention at young age, which is what I would have expected. It is that, now the answer is coming. It is that they benefit from being teachers for their younger sibling. Which option? It is mainly thanks to their roles as teachers for their younger siblings by verbalizing process. And Ed says, this is the answer, by the way. Ed says right, and this gives them status and confidence, which again contributes in a small way to better performance. Right? So advantage is used in a different way. He says right, and this gives them status and confidence, which again contributes in a small way to better performance. So A is the right answer. Is that clear? All right, good job. Now we move on, questions 29 and 30. Choose two letters A to E. All right. Which two experiences? It means these are all experiences, right? Which two experiences of sibling rivalry, that brothers and sisters, they fight with each other, do the speakers agree? It means out of 5, with 3 points they disagree, and with 2 points they agree, and the points where they agree, that is the right answer. Has been valuable. I read again. Which two experiences of sibling rivalry do the speakers agree has been valuable? See, learning to is repeated. So don't focus. Share. Stand up for oneself. Be a good loser. Be tolerant and say sorry. Again, they will talk about all options in any order. It is for you to catch the option first and then to listen carefully. Anyways, let's take a start. They say, all right. So, would you say sibling rivalry has been a useful thing for you? I think so. My younger brother was incredibly annoying and we fought a lot. But I think this has made me a stronger person. I know how to defend myself. Now, see that sibling rivalry. This made me a stronger person. This is positive, right? I know how to defend myself, right? So which option says that I know how to defend myself? Myself, oneself. Stand up for oneself. I know how to defend myself. So learning to stand up for oneself. It's that, okay? All right, let's go on. She says, I think so. My younger brother was incredibly annoying and we fought a lot, but I think this has made me a stronger person. I know how to defend myself. We had some terrible arguments and I would have died rather than apologize to him. I would have died rather than apologize to him. So learning to say sorry, that was difficult. I would have died then apologizing to him. But we had to put up with each other. Now see, but we had to put up with each other. Which option says that? We had to put up with each other. Learning to be tolerant. Tolerant means put up with each other. Put up means to be tolerant. So, learning to be tolerant is the second thing. Which two experiences of sibling rivalry do the speakers agree has been valuable for them? So, they are telling themselves that this has been valuable and this has not been. And most of the time, we coexisted amicably enough. Ed says, yes, my situation was pretty similar, but I don't think having two older brothers made me any less selfish. I was never prepared to let my brothers use any of my stuff, and that's perfectly normal, whereas blah blah blah. Audio finishes. These 4 questions were extremely difficult, and if you could not understand everything, watch this video again. All the best. Welcome back. See that? Now you know if the options are long, how to tackle those options, how to deal with those options, so you can easily find the answers. I also teach IELTS online. If you want to join my online IELTS classes, my WhatsApp number is given. You can contact me for that. Asad Yaqub truly wishes you all the best. Take good care of yourselves. Allah Hafiz.